Hi everyone, it's Tammy at Frou-frou Studio. Welcome back. We're going to do an episode of Wednesday Grunge Play, and I'm going to make some fun little seed packets. This is not going to be a really long video, but I was making some ephemera for my If Walls Could Talk Volume 2, the Old Farmhouse edition. And I was working on a page layout that was about planting, and I thought that I would turn on the camera and film my Wednesday Grunge Play because I think this is really a cute idea. You may not like it, but I thought it was cute. So I'm going to show you what I did, and you can let me know what you think in the comments. So I have this original order form for seeds, for flower seeds, vegetable seeds, all kinds of different seeds. And I also had the envelope, which I'm not sure where it is. I must have left it in my printer, but I photocopied both of those. Here is the order form, and here is the envelope, onto some coffee dyed paper, so I could just do a black and white copy and get the same look. And I have folded it up, and it's going to go in my journal. When I put it in the journal, sorry, grab my journal here. I think I was going to put it here. I'm going to put the envelope on like this and make it a tuck. I'm not going to have it flip out, so all I did was print the front and the back and glue them back to back, so it's not really a functional envelope. And then I just inked around the edges. All of the other grunginess you see was already on the envelope. And then I put these little faux stamps here up in the corner because they have cute little roosters on them. So when I glue it on the page, I'm going to glue it here and here, and then I'm going to be able to stick this order form behind it like this so that it can come out. But I didn't think that was enough. So what I did was I made a little faux seed packet, and if you can hear, I took these little seed beads, just a few. You don't need much to make a noise. And I made a little seed packet to go with it. And then I have this picture of a tractor. So what I thought I'd go with you real quick is how I made the seed packets. And hopefully you'll like this idea. I think you could use it for not only a journal like this, but you could also use it for like a spring flower journal, or even an Easter journal with some, Easter looking flowers would be cute. I have a whole stack of digital flower packets. Here, let me grab those. And a lot of them are flowers too. I picked out the ones that are just vegetables for this, but like for this one says fall 1916, but those obviously are daffodils, which are great for Easter, because that's about the time they bloom. But yeah, I think they're really cool, and they could make really cool, like tulips. Tulips would be good for spring. So maybe we'll do a couple of flowers and a couple of vegetables. So what I did, and you don't have to have a die to do this, but I used the Tim Holtz policy envelope die, which is the perfect size. These cards fit on here perfectly for that. And I just cut these out of tea-dyed paper because I did not want a real thick, like, cardstock packet. I wanted it to feel like a real flower, you know, flower seed packet. So I just cut those out, and like I said, you do not have to have the die to do this. You, I'm sure, have seen these being made without the die. But it just so happens that the die is the right size, and it is a whole lot easier and faster to just cut them with the die if you have them, because it puts the score lines and everything in there. So I'm going to fold up a couple of these. And like I said, this is not going to be a really long video, but I did think it was something good for our Wednesday grunge play for this week. Okay, and then I'm going to ink them up and grunge them up, of course. I'm going to use ground espresso, I think. And I don't have to do a whole lot of inking because, like I said, this is already coffee dyed or tea dyed paper. I'm not sure which. I just grabbed a piece out of my stash. You could spray these to give them, you know, even more, like the little splatters or whatever, if you wanted to. Be sure and get all your seams really well, because I think that looks good when you're doing something grungy, to make those seams darker. Okay, did I get all that one? Yep. And then I'm going to do the same to these. And you could rip around this as well. I cut around these and left just a little bit of the outline, the way they were, you know, there's a black line around the digital, so I just left it. But you could tear around them or cut them with the decal trimmer if you wanted to. And I'm going to go ahead and do one more because I want one more vegetable one for my journal. Fold it real quickly here. Sorry, I'm trying to hurry. I know inking is boring. It's boring to do too, but makes everything look better. Especially if you're doing grungy. Okay, and let's do this one with this cantaloupe on here. Okay. So then you're just going to glue your envelopes together. And I know that seems like a kind of elementary instruction, but I do have new suppies that are new to journaling, so I like to try and be as thorough as I can when I'm doing instructions. Okay, and then we're going to glue our little labels on the front. I'm using a glue stick for that. You could also use rice inside these. But I thought the seed beads would not be as bulky. Alright, and then let's put some little splatters on here. What would I do without my little splatter stamp? I don't know. Wouldn't be good. Wouldn't be grungy without it. And then for the back, you could also use, you could put whatever you wanted on the back, of course, but these are going to be sealed shut, so there's no need to put the little loopy policy things on, for sure, because you don't want your seed beads getting out and being everywhere. So I didn't need to put it on that flap, did I? You could, let's take, where is, I usually have it right with me. My favorite stencil, if you can't tell by the way it looks. And put some like staining on here. Grab my brush. Put some little rings. Like that. Let's put something right here. Do we need any more on the front? I don't want to cover up the florals too much. No, I think that's okay. Alright, so then you're going to just put your little seed beads in there. And like I said, it only takes a few to get a good shaky sound. And just kind of put a few in there at a time and kind of shake the package around till you get the sound you want. Okay, that's good. You can see I use very few. There's probably, I don't know, maybe 20 little beads down in there. And then you're going to seal these shut. Sorry for my jump there. I've got my carpal tunnel is acting up today, and it sends little stingers through my thumb. Okay. And then you can do like some stamping on here if you want. You can do like little price tags. I don't have any more of these. I put this one on here that says 5 cents. And then on the back, which I haven't done on mine yet, I thought what you could do for added embellishment is to take a piece of the faux tape and make it look like it's taped shut. And one more little piece. And I put mine, when I'm making my faux tape, I put it on wax paper because I feel like it comes off the best if it's on wax paper. And I also use the color that I use. I do use the flat invisible tape. That's my preference. You don't have to. You can use whatever. You can use packing tape, or you can use the, glossy Scotch tape, the regular Scotch tape, not the invisible tape, but I feel like the invisible tape works just as well, because by the time you put the alcohol ink on it, it's got a little bit of a shine to it anyway. And the color ink that I use is butterscotch. Alright, so now we have our little packets, and again, you know, what I may do is cut some circles. Not with that one, that's too small, I think. You could cut some circles. Now that other one may be okay. Sorry, I can't make up my mind. Ink those up. And I just used a piece of scrap cardstock for that. Just putting a little bit of ink on them so they're not white. And then somewhere I have a stamp. I think it's right here. And I do not want to stamp this in black because it does not show up well. Maybe I'll do it in red, maybe. Let's see what red looks like. I'll stamp it over on my glue book. This is just not a very clear stamp. I have a hard time getting a good print with it. Alright, we're going to go with it, and if we don't like it, we're not going to use it. And it's not too bad. See, for that one, I could cover up that fall. We'll glue that down. There we go. So now we have some little grungy seed packets. You could add other stamps if you wanted to. But I like them like that because they look like, you know, real seed packets, and you can see they make like nice little noises. So then you can put them in your journal. Where'd my page go? Here. Like that, and they're not real bulky. And you've got kind of a cool page layout. Sorry, grabbing a rusty paper clip here. And of course it's stuck together with another paper clip. There we go. Like that. And like I said, I'm going to use two. So maybe I'll do one flower and one vegetable. Do I want? No, I think I want two vegetables. So something like that. So I've got my little tuck now with my envelope and my order form and my little seed packets. Then I'll save these for a spring layout, a spring journal, because I know I'll be doing one of those. And I'm also going to put this little tractor picture in here. These farm photos are from the old design shop. And I am going to put some kind of stamp here or label or something. I just haven't figured out what yet. So, and I'll probably put it maybe over here. So, but that's the idea, is to kind of have stacks. You know how I like to have stacks of stuff in my journal. So, yeah, quick and easy. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh well, that thought went totally out of my head. I apologize. I have no clue what I was going to say there. But yeah, lots of options for those. You could, you know, make it, you could, if you didn't want to, you know, make it, where you could take it out and shake it. You could glue the inside shut after you put your beads in and leave this flap open so you could hang it over the top of the page. That's another option. Or instead of stacking like I did here, you could, you know, clip it on your page to use as a tuck as well. So lots of options. So that's it. I know it's short and sweet, but sometimes, you know, you don't have to spend an hour on a project to make it effective. So, yeah, that's an easy one. So I hope you try this, guys, and I will see everyone back on Thursday, I hope, for another episode of I Saw It on Pinterest. And until then, everybody have a great evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.